Thanks for stopping by the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the real of reality TV.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, feel so nice.
Husband Greg came home and our son Brent, who's in here somewhere today, he was a little boy, and Greg and I had an argument like in that moment while the girl was there. Like it was just a natural argument. We was kind of getting smart with each other, throwing a little shade because people didn't know what shade was back then. And after that, she left. But before she got out of my gate, she called me. She said, "Oh my God, you are amazing. Who are your friends, girl?" I said, "Well, I have this white girlfriend named Kim Zolciak. I'm friends with Sheree Whitfield. I'm friends with Deshawn Snow." I gave all of their names, and they cast all of them. They told me,
and
they said,
trying to act like they don't even know you.
"Bitch, you don't feel me now?"
And you was the one who dropped these bitches' names.
Did you hear what I just said? Say it one more time.
You said I got a friend named Kim Zolciak.
There you
I
go.
got a friend named
Sheree Whitfield.
I got a friend named
Deshawn Snow. Deshawn Snow. Eric Snow's wife. They were in the NBA. Snow's wife. They were in the NBA at that time. And then after I told them, they met Sheree, they met Deshawn, they met Kim Zolciak, and then they said to me, "Well, we already like this girl named Lisa Wu Hartwell."
Hold on, let me ask you a question. Do you have any of these ladies on a retainer?
Excuse me?
A retainer?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna need all these bitches to come up, and I'm gonna need
Well,
all y'all bitches to give my girl her motherfucking credit and everything else that's due to her. I don't even care, cause you know I'm a real hood bitch, and I ain't never tried to play
I don't
nice.
need nothing though.
Hold on, wait,
you know what?
No, you don't need.
No,
nothing.
I don't need anything.
I
want you to get this.
You don't need nothing, but let me say something.
But okay, I just want to get
Cause I ain't never had to play nice to be a bitch friend to get no money. Y'all hoes stand up and stay straight. And when y'all talk about what y'all got and y'all accolades, don't forget to mention my bitch. Don't forget to mention my homegirl. Fuck is wrong with y'all?
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
so
who
listen.
else? And who else?
But then the producers told me they had been interviewing this girl named Lisa Wu Hartwell, and that they really liked her, and that they would bring her in. So I did not refer Lisa Wu Hartwell. The producers had already met her prior to, and they were telling me about her. They told me. Me and Sheree, Greg, Bob Whitfield. At the time, Sheree was married to Bob Whitfield.
Why they be acting like they don't even know you now, or they be acting so like weird?
Me and Sheree known each other.
These people have walked.
All right, guys. I don't know if you've seen Nene's new podcast with Sierra from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Thoughts, anybody? Listen, I'm not here to hate on anybody's pastime or anything like that. And I guess they're cool. I guess they're friends. The podcast is called Me and My Homegirl. Yeah, I am not quite sure this is a good look for her. I'm not saying that it is going to make anything worse for her, but to me, just from the clips of it that I saw on Instagram, I saw this on the Bravo Shade Room, so giving them the shout out as to where I saw this. It's she's rehashing the past of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Listen, I'm not saying that every episode that they're going to have is going to be talking about Roa. I hope not, because it's just going to look like play the violins, here we go again, in my personal opinion. And I just don't think that that's what she should be doing. Now, granted, Bethany, she had a podcast called, I think it was called Rewives or something like that. But what she was doing was actually like doing something similar to what Tamra and the chick, Teddy Mellencamp, who was on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and Tamara was on Real Housewives of Orange County. What they would do was talk about the housewives shows and not really give reviews of them, but talk about some of the episodes, talk about some of the people, even interview some of the people on the show or whatever. What Nene is doing is she's kind of talking about the past of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, how she got everybody on, how people, they get on and then later on they start acting funny and weird and different and acting like they don't know her and things like that. And we've heard these things from Nene before. And while I don't disagree with her, and I get it, that can be hurtful, especially when you put people in position to win and then they kind of walk away and put their stiletto heels in your neck as they leave to really do damage. That's not cool. But I just want more for Nene. So to have a podcast where it just kind of looks like Sierra sitting there sipping wine while Nene just spills her tea of how she went through this and she went through that and how she dealt with this and she dealt with that. And Sierra's like, for real? You lying. Girl, stop. I couldn't listen to that consistently. That's just me. But I don't know if this is a good look for her, because again, Sierra's going to be like her little lapdog, and I don't think it's going to be challenging conversations between the two of them. It's just really going to be, and it's sad to say that because I've seen this about Nene over the years. She's one of those people you might want to be friends with her, but if you're going to be friends with her, she's more comfortable with you being the friend that is beneath her. She don't really want you doing better than her or having more recognition than her or different things like that. Or if she's not cool with somebody, you can't be cool with them either and stuff like that. And that stuff is just so childish and whatnot. And maybe that's the type of person Sierra is, and she gives her that. And so she feels more trusting of having somebody like that as her number two on her Me and My Homegirl podcast. But I didn't know this was a thing. I didn't know it existed until I saw it on the Bravo Shade Room. So I ain't hating on the podcast. I hope she does well. I hope she enjoys this. I hope this is what she wants to do. But remember when she started up her YouTube channel again after going and doing Bethany's podcast? And then she was just talking about Bethany's estate and how she was just so mesmerized by it. And then she was talking about her new relationship, not really talking about it, but just kind of talk. It was just weird. And I don't think she did that again. I think she just did a few YouTube videos and then she didn't go back to that. So I don't know if this is going to be similar to that, where she just does a few episodes of this and then she doesn't do it anymore. We'll see if she sticks with it. But this caught me off guard. So are you watching the podcast? How do you feel about it? Are you down for it? I really believe that this is... God, I hate to put it like that. I really feel like this is beneath her. But hey, I mean, shoot. I don't know, guys. You let me know your thoughts in the comments. All right, guys. So, question. Did Jamal Bryant's new wife... And, oh my God, forgive me. I really am not judging. And maybe, I don't know how long she's been a pastor. And maybe that was her name on Instagram before she got saved. Sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost, and had the title of a preacher. I don't know. But I don't see how I could get with someone being my pastor whose Instagram name is Miss Carrie Baby. I'm just saying, that's me. But you guys let me know your thoughts. But it honestly makes the title, the nickname, I would say, that Tasha K gave her, the BBL pastor, more fitting because her Instagram name is Miss Carrie Baby. But anyway, I talked about it about a week ago when I said that, Giselle, she made comments on RHOP about Jamal's new wife and how she's not, in her league. And that, to me, it was reality show drama, reality show commentary, comments, conversations, and fodder. They're going to be messy on the reality shows. We get that. And you all know who've been following me for a while now and have heard my thoughts about Giselle Bryant on this show for some time now. She's not one of my favorite people, and I have been very disappointed in her because when the show first came on, I actually thought that she was someone that I was really going to dig. Not because she got light skin and blonde hair and green eyes, but I liked that immediately she called Jamal Bryant out. She didn't try to sugarcoat anything. She was just pretty much, like, the nigga was cheating on me. He loved to screw around, and like she was honest about it. And I was like, oh, we got this woman being real. I'm here for it. I was absolutely down for that. But just over the season, she's disappointed me in a lot of things that she said and done. But with all of that being said, she's on a reality show. So we have to get that there is going to be the drama and the mess and whatever on a reality show. But his new wife, Dr. Carrie Turner, like, can you change her Instagram name to Dr. Carrie Turner or Dr. Carrie Turner / Bryant or something? I don't know, but it's just weird to me. That's why I gave some commentary about her before, where I just felt like she just is like an Instagram model to me. I don't see her as a pastor, but that's my personal opinion. And I'm not saying that to take away from her intelligence, her education, her experience, any of that. But because I don't follow her, and because what I see about her is mainly shared by other people, all I see about her is her Instagram name, which is Miss Carrie Baby, a bunch of filtered photos. Not saying she's ugly, but clearly a lot of her photos are filtered. She wears a lot of makeup. She is, want to be like a doll baby and showcase the outfits and the body and all of that stuff. And to me, I'm not one of these people that is against women being pastors. I'm not. I went to a church some years ago for a while where the pastor of the church was a woman, still is. I just don't go there anymore. But a woman who preached the building down, knows the word of God. But when you look at her, you see pastor. You don't see an Instagram model. She is a woman of God. Like, seriously. And I'm not saying you have to dress in only skirts and long dresses and whatever, but I am saying that there's just some things that I feel like if you're going to walk in that so-called calling and present yourself a certain way, then there's some things that you need to be above, and there's some things that you don't need to be wallowing in. So with that being said, Miss Carrie Baby decided to respond. Now, some people may say, well, she wasn't responding because she didn't call any names, but we know exactly what this was about. So she did her social media post and she said, "Put me at the table where women support other women. Being a mean girl ages you, honey. And who has time for that when you can be living, loving, glowing, and aging gracefully? It's the glow for me. Drop a chair, sis, if you've got room at your table." Cute. And yeah, I'm not saying that anything she said was a lie, but you're clearly responding to Giselle. Clearly someone who, like Giselle, using Giselle words, not in your league. So we could say, I mean, honestly, it could be flipped in reverse. We could say that Dr. Carrie Turner is in a league of her own. So why would you want to stoop down to even respond to that? Especially when this woman is on a reality show and you're supposed to be a real woman of God in God's calling, allegedly doing his will and doing his work. So to me, I felt like, okay, being messy or a mean girl may aid you, but responding to the foolishness and the messiness kind of brings you down to her level. And it also, I feel like, makes things a bit uncomfortable because you are now the stepmom to the children that Giselle has with Jamal. Although these are not little children, but they were in your wedding. So, I don't know. Some may say, well, Giselle started it, so she finished it. Okay, fine. But also, if she's supposed to be above that, then there's some things that you just have to like, let go and let God. Like, seriously. for real. So I'm not giving this commentary championing Giselle or being team Giselle. I ain't team nobody. But I'm just saying, I saw that and I was like, girl, and then you're using this filtered photo, just smothered down in makeup. And yeah, Giselle may not be the best dresser. And as you know, Candace called her neck and ankles, and she definitely does have a little bit of struggle in that department. But Giselle don't need all that makeup. For real. So come on now. Like, it's uncomfortable, Miss Carrie baby, to be responding to that. Just let it go. I want to know what you guys think, but when I saw it, I was just like, And then it's already, I don't think they look alike, but clearly Jamal Bryant has a type, and a lot of people think so, especially when you look at the two of them. But I feel it's like, it got to you. It got to you. Some people asked you about it. You could have just been above it and moved on, especially in light of the fact that her children that she shares with Jamal were in your wedding. And I do believe Giselle when Giselle said that she didn't know anything really about her, and Jamal said that she was his friend. And it was surprising to the girls when he told them that he was getting married. I do believe that. I don't think Giselle is jealous. I don't. Giselle had been with that man for a long time. She has, at this point, young adult children with him. She may not have a man in her life. I don't know. And yeah, we've seen some questionable things on the show, but I really don't think she wants Jamal back. I don't think she's jealous of Jamal. I don't. I feel like she, like I said before, I feel like she knows who he is, who he will always be, and Miss Carrie baby got the same man. So, like, he's not a prize. But you guys let me know your thoughts about it in the comments. Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.